What's going on, Bulls Nation? CHGO Bulls postgame coming up right around the corner. Me and my guys breaking down this Bulls win, 112-99 over the Clips. Take that into a dome. Take that, wall of fans. Losing streak over. We're breaking it down next. What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome into CHGO Bulls postgame. Coming to you live from Studio B of our CHGO studios here in West Loop, downtown Chicago. I'm Peck, Bulls_Peck. That's Big Dave.
Bow.
Bow. BNWL Sports. Will the Go Gottlieb, perfectly coiffed. Will_Gottlieb. And Queen of the Controls, the one and only Katie Duffy. What up, Katie?
Hi, Matt.
Happy Tuesday, Bulls Nation.
Gonna need a little more out of you.
12:09 a.m.
That
Central
game
Time.
might have been on Monday, but today is Tuesday.
It is past midnight. We are in Studio B. This is my hell. I have nothing good for
What are
you.
you talking about?
Say your hell's not too bad.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
Living the dream. The Bulls did win. I don't know if Katie has the sound effects that Dave needs.
Do you have something I can slap people in the face with, Katie? We're going to have to wait on the smack.
Bulls win.
There
I heard a smack. Can I get another slap?
Bulls win.
One more backhand.
Bulls win.
Will you drop the bomb on their face? Then give me one more then for the people.
Okay, I could drop something else. Bulls win.
Bulls win.
Yeah.
I would just like to, out of the gate, shout out everybody hanging out with us in the comments tonight or whatever time it is where you are. Paul, D. Lasso, Jeff Crook, Coach James, Paul Sorensen, Mark D, Coach James, I don't know if I said that yet, BR, Jovi, DeGala, Kimberly, what up, Kimberly, Gio, Paul Mata, Buzelli, Rob, Julia, Shay, every French Bulls fan. Y'all are true heroes. Briscoe,
Let's go.
we all are crazy.
All the sickos are out.
At least
Shout
we stayed
out.
up
The
for a
sickos
dub,
are out.
depending on what you're rooting for these days.
Yeah. You know, I mean, yeah, Bulls got to win. It's good to get a win. You know what we're rooting for. We understand that. But Zach LaVine lost his mind. He went absolutely crazy, almost outscoring the entire Clippers team by himself in the third quarter.
Zach
I
LaVine,
think it was 15 to 16. Yeah.
It
Clippers
was exactly
16.
that. That is exactly what it was.
Does Zach LaVine third quarter takeover need to become an official thing?
Dude.
He's doing that all the time this season.
All the time he's doing it this season. And this was just more ridiculous than others because usually he's cool about it. This time he had his people in the audience because he was on the West Coast. And so he was smiling and talking plenty of shit to people. It was something to behold, man. Like Zach was aggressive. He was yelling. He was on it. And I enjoyed that Zach LaVine. That's the Zach LaVine I can watch on a daily basis.
Yeah, and obviously he had the 6 straight games of 30 or more. And then he had a couple of, I don't want to say duds, but games in the teens in scoring.
Games
So
where he
obviously,
wasn't scoring 30 plus.
Right. I mean, he was still very good, but not quite so explosive. And so nice to see him get back to that. And they really needed it. I mean, the first half they had a strong start. And then in the second quarter, the Clippers started clipping and they got a bunch of steals and runouts and dunks. And the Bulls couldn't get anything going. And then Zach was just like, okay, I got this, guys. Let me just do my thing
Back
here.
up. I got it. Back up, guys. I got it. And he had it. And he was something special to watch. He was.
Shout out everybody letting us know what time it is where y'all are. Johnny saying it's only 7 p.m. here in New Zealand. Great timing for me. Bosch saying 5 p.m. in Australia. So not bad here. Meanwhile, Nobu Jordan said, living in Florida, have to be up at work at 9 a.m. Wouldn't have stayed up if we lost. So you're east. It's already 1:12 a.m. where you are. Shout out to any Bulls fans on the East Coast of the U.S. watching this game.
Is East Coast up out there on it right now?
Yeah.
Hey, man. Boy. Listen, I love y'all, man.
That is
for
fandom.
real.
That is fandom.
That is fan. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all for being here, y'all.
But yeah, it was nice to see Zach have, maybe you don't need to have to call it a bounce back game like you were saying. It's not like he was playing poorly, but just another fresh reminder to everyone in this league that Zach LaVine is a bucket getter. That little 8-0 run he had by himself It was like cash three, take this to the rack. Yeah, that really nice step through and one in the second half as well.
Take this to the rack.
I think that was also in the third quarter, that Euro step and one he had, just gorgeous. We're still waiting to find out if Zach and or his teammate Vooch can make an all-star reserve selection for the East, because neither of them were anywhere close to the top vote getters among fans, representing 50% of that vote for starters. But we just saw towards the end of the game, they put that up on the broadcast, when he hit that three to get to 30, he tied Bob freaking Love for second all time in Bulls franchise games with 30 or more points scored. Obviously, we all know.
Jersey?
What?
Should they retire his jersey?
Oh, yeah. Put it in the raft.
I mean, the two people on that list have their jerseys retired.
That is true.
Hey.
Michael Jordan, 537 30-point games. Bob Love and Zach LaVine now each with 109.
Do you know how big of an accomplishment that is to get 109 games of 30-plus points, and then Michael Jordan quadruples it? That's insanity, man. That's insanity.
Truly.
Like, seriously. Like, 109 is a lot.
Yeah.
Zach's, 10 years in the league?
And as a Bull, Zach, what is this, season 8 with the Bulls?
8 years. Insanity.
And it's not like Jordan played 20 with
Right.
them.
Yeah, he took 2 years off. Insanity, man. Or a year, I should say. But my God.
He averaged 30 every year.
You're right. Every game, dog. That was his average. Oh my God. Okay. We can get into Mike.
Should we just talk about Michael tonight?
But
I don't mind it.
But it
It's
is
not a bad
honestly
thing.
for all of the ups and downs of the Zach LaVine soap opera of his time in Chicago, which obviously through only, I would say, a small part of his own fault, the teams that he has played for while wearing a Bulls jersey have not given Bulls fans what we expect as far as wins and playoffs. Through all of that, the guy just produces.
Yeah.
We all know he has his flaws. We've talked about his flaws ad nauseum for the last near decade now.
Yeah.
But it's always nice when you see nights like tonight where Zach's just like, we're on the road. We've lost 5 straight. Third quarter, the game is tight. I think it was at 50-48 at halftime.
Yes.
He's like,
yes.
Give me the damn ball.
Give me the damn ball. You saw a play where Giddey in that fourth quarter, Giddey brought the ball up, and he's telling Zach, hey, man, go out there this way. And Zach just stood there like, what are you talking about? No, give me the ball. You go out there. Give me the ball. And he got the ball, and, he ended up hitting that ridiculous three-point shot to basically seal the game and in that joint, man. But it's just when he gets in those moments and he gets in those modes, I just wish more people would be sitting there and watching. I know they're not because the Bulls aren't good, but I just wish more NBA teams, and I'm sure they are because Will Perdue says it all the time. No, they're watching. Those NBA teams are watching those guys. I guess I just wish there were more eyes on him. Maybe, just from fans and people who's just fans of the NBA and just wanting to see really great players do cool things. Because watching him do that stuff where everything is working, the inside game, the layup package, the dunk that he pulled out. He don't usually pull out the dunks anymore. But he's in LA in front of the family. He pulled it out.
That one that he cocked all the way back on the fast break.
Good God,
that
man.
was vicious.
Dude, I mean, the step back threes are just absolutely vicious. The pull-ups are just nasty. His passing was solid tonight too. Like, he wasn't forcing anything. Even when he came in that fourth quarter, everything just looked super smooth for Zach LaVine. I just really love when he gets in those kind of modes to where his teammates could just be in awe. I don't know if you saw it, Matt, but after he hit that three and he went and sat down, Lonzo Ball, the camera was on Zach and Lonzo leaned over and looked at us there. Dang, Zach is doing it. It was amazing, dog. It was really special watching him play.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, talking about the 109 games of 30 points or more, and how long he's been on this team. I know that it's past time, obviously, that this group gets kind of disassembled, but it really is crazy to think about how many different eras he's now been through. I mean, from the post Jimmy Butler just starting the rebuild thing to the Lowry Wendell trying to, start to ascend a little bit, and then DeMar comes in and they have that run, and then Lonzo goes down, and now DeMar and Caruso are out of town, and they're kind of doing this whole thing again. And it's just kind of crazy to think about how much how long he's been with this team. And I 100% agree with you, Matt, that I think so much of the narrative about Zach got just warped because he's been on losing teams. But I don't think that that's necessarily about him. He's obviously an incredibly talented scorer. He always has been. I think he's taken his game to another level this year where he's he's not like necessarily more productive, but I think he's more efficient within that production, and he's giving you the same production with less, right? He's playing into this system and the style. And yeah, I definitely think he deserves to have more eyes on him when he's playing. And I think he deserves to be playing on a team that's playing meaningful basketball. This team just has not done that. And so I hope that the Bulls are able to find a good trade partner to get him onto a team that is actually competing for something, because I think when you put him into a role playing alongside another star player who helps him get better, where it's not all about him creating offense and trying to carry everything. Like, I don't think Zach is the best player on a championship team. I don't think that's like a hot take, but
I don't think anybody does.
But I think he can be a really good player on a championship caliber team.
Yeah.
And I feel like that will really continue to change the perception of him, which I think has already changed this year just with the way that he's played. But all that said, like, they're still, I don't know what their record is now, 19 and 25, 19 and 20 something.
19 and 25, yes.
So even with how well he's playing, this team is just not equipped to play high-level basketball. And yeah, it's sad. I mean, 29 years old, he's got like, a handful of years left in his prime. I hope he's able to play for a team and compete at a high level in like multiple playoff rounds, because that's the kind of basketball he should be playing.
Yeah, and he deserves it.
Yeah.
I think you hit that on the head. He has earned this, man. And you just think back of all the years, man, of people just questioning Zach. And, oh, man, I don't know if he could be that kind of player. And like you said, I think that ship has sailed as far as knowing where he can be on a really good team. Like, clearly he'll be a 2. Or I've always said if he's a 2 on a good team, then you have a really good team. If he's a 3, you have a great team. Because that means you got some true talent if you're putting Zach LaVine third. So, yeah, we know what he can be, and we know what he is. And I just like the fact that right now he's the best player on the Chicago Bulls team. But this year, more than any other year, it's really, truly felt like it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I got to force it or I got to prove it. It's just very smooth, and it is very cool. And something he hasn't been able to do these past few seasons. Maybe he just had to go through stuff. Maybe he just had to, go through the growing pains, get smacked in the face a few times, heal up. Obviously, that's a huge one. Heal up from the injuries and do stuff like that. That's a big deal. But, man, he has really gotten to that level to where he is must-see TV. Like, you got to watch this dude. You got to put your eyes on him every single night. And when he plays these games against the Clippers or the Bucks or Boston, or Golden State or the Lakers or those kind of teams where they know the eyes are going to be on him, that's where you want him to show out. Because not only is he performing, for his family and for us, he's performing for the league, because that's him being traded is still on the table for the Chicago Bulls. So it's just great because we know how good of a person Zach is. And so it's great to see good things happen to good people like this. And we just always knew he was really, really good. It was just certain things he had to tighten. Just tighten up the screws. Loosey-goosey, baby. Loosey-goosey. He just had to do that first. And, yeah, he became just a wonderful player that is really cool to brag about right now.
Continuing to shout out you just diehard Bulls fans out there who are hanging out late with us. Our guy Briscoe let us know that he's got to work at 6 a.m. Bless your heart, Briscoe.
Shout out, Briscoe.
William Peterson, meanwhile, saying, I got to be up for my 2-year-old at 6:30. I'm going to die this morning. No, you aren't, William. You are going to thrive this morning.
That's right.
Because the Bulls got you a W.
Shout out to dads.
Also, shout out to Jeremiah, who reminded us, won that 600 and shouted y'all out on IG.
Yeah, you did.
Hey.
Shout out to you, sir.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that is my goon of the night. Right? I'm fine tipping my hand. That you are my goon of the night, Jeremiah.
Oh man!
Shout out to you, bro.
I think I also saw somebody saying that they got in a fight with their wife because their wife was telling them to go to bed. In the comments, can you find that one, Kate? I don't know where it went.
You got families fighting?
Also, shout out to Samity in the comments who said, "Sup guys, just got home from Intuit Dome. Bulls fandom strong in the LA area as it is everywhere."
There it is right there.
Yeah, it was
Joey DeGala. Wife told me to go to sleep. I told her, Bulls win, Bulls win. Worth the fight with the what? I mean, you apologized, and you apologize with a present tomorrow, but good for you.
The present.
We got to take our first break right there. We will come back with more thoughts on tonight's Bulls win over the Clippers. I do want to touch on Josh Giddey for at least a minute because he had a rough night in Portland last night. I think he bounced back really well tonight. We can talk about that. And, of course, stay tuned to find out who the real good of the night is, too. Hit the like while we read some ads. Just Vera the Life.
Vera the Life.
Tonight's show brought to you by our friends at Vera Life. Looking for the perfect way to help your hibernation in the Chicago Arctic Blitz?
Yes.
At Vera Life Dispensary, they've got everything you need, from premium cannabis products to expert advice. Whether you're new to cannabis or a connoisseur, their knowledgeable bud tenders are here to help you make the perfect selections. With 8 convenient locations across Illinois, discovering your perfect experience has never been easier. Vera Life also proudly offers a price match guarantee, ensuring that you get the best value by matching local competitors' prices on eligible products. Don't miss out on their latest deals and exclusive offers only at Vera Life Cannabis stores and online at veralife.com. Try their award-winning lineup of Matter products. Matter offers a curated line of premium flower strains and infused gummies, crafted to deliver consistent quality and distinctive effects for every preference. If you place your order online with Vera Life, you can still use redeem code CHGO25 at pickup to receive a discount. Again, just mention promo code CHGO25 in store and receive 25% off one regular priced item. Restrictions apply. VeraLife.com. Just Vera the Life.
Just Vera the Life. You know what? When Will is at the UC, and he's
You
up
just
top,
miss me so much.
Of course they do. You know what I mean? They need the quaff in there. It's necessary. When he's there, though, and he's sitting up top, he needs to be able to see. He needs to be able to see and check out what's going on, man. And that's where Right On Optics comes in, ladies and gentlemen, because no matter what your indoor or outdoor activity is,
Advenciones.
come on, it's always important to have the best view. Right On Optics offers a full range of optics so you can see clearly now that the rain is gone. Ooh. Everyone can use a good pair of binoculars. Katie needs a good pair of binoculars when she's sitting at home, people watching, doing what she does. Matt needs the binoculars when he's just looking for the Uber Eats people to bring him some Italian beef. And Will already told you he needs it because he needs it at the game, man. And you get better views, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say you're at your kid's event, you can use binoculars there. The spotting birds and other wildlife nearby, or when you go on vacation. And as I said, you can bring them to that stadium if you're stuck in those cheap seats, or if you're just up top in the golden chandelier, like where the goat sits. Right On offers higher performance at a lower price, the perfect balance of performance and value. They will not break the bank, and they have been around for over a decade. Every product comes fully quality control inspection. Mm-hmm. Peace of mind is what that is. The Right On Promise Unlimited Lifetime Warranty not only covers defects, but also accidental damage from drops. I'm looking at this guy right here to my right. Not necessarily a drop.
A drop stuff.
But maybe a toss. A fling. You can get better looks at everything with Right On Optics, ladies and gentlemen. So check out the full line of Right On products today at rightonoptics.com/CHGO. That's RITON optics.com/CHGO. Right On Optics. I see you.
I see you.
I like how you just make up taglines and they're all amazing. You just never miss with those.
That's what he does.
Thank you, Goat.
That's what the man does. Rolling right along.
I don't think people understand that. You're literally just making these up on the fly as you're reading the ads, and they all hit.
People never
It's
understood, Goat.
They never understood.
People understood.
Why?
Why, Goat? Why? They didn't get it. I like how he just stopped the show. Like, wait, no.
I feel like a kid at like a sleepover right now. I'm like so tired, but I'm like having fun. I want to keep talking.
I don't want to go to bed.
You don't want to be the kid who falls asleep first, Will.
Definitely not.
No.
Wait, what happens if you fall asleep first at the sleepover?
Well, then you're known as like the loser, like the baby of the group who can't make
known
it
as
through
the
the night.
loser.
You can't stay up through the second movie, and then also depending on how cruel your friends might be.
Okay.
Or, middle school pranksters, jokesters. Then you might have pranks put on you as the one who fell asleep.
Absolutely. You're getting your face drawn on for
I was
sure.
about to say, y'all were talking
honestly, especially with this group, I think we're drawn on somebody's face, right?
I would never do
I would not do
anything
that.
like that. Yeah,
I would not do that.
I would never do nothing like that, man.
All right, just me then.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just you, Katie.
I'm about to say, Matt is petty like that. He would definitely do
See,
something
Matt's
like
in my
that.
brain.
But so no, it wasn't as much so that in like middle school, like but when we were in our delinquent like high school, college, like partying years, if somebody passed out at a party, we would definitely like.
Okay.
I believe our rule was if you passed out with your shoes on, you like it was fair game that you were gonna get your face drawn
honestly
on.
that's fair.
Good night,
If you pass out,
Mario.
Mario! go.
Shout out to our CHGO Hawks crew for hosting their own CHGO Top Shelf takeover at the Madhouse tonight. Hawks couldn't quite get the win. I heard they lost in OT, but
he said
still,
yes. Mario said yes.
Still, great turnout. I saw that they had Chris Chelios coming through their box and hanging out for a while, taking pictures with fans.
That happened too, Mario? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Two of them things.
Shout out.
That's
Hawks
pretty cool,
crew working
man.
hard.
Good looking out. Don't draw on people's faces.
It's not like they're scarred for life. It washes off eventually. And let me also say this. The people who I've done that to, and it's a very short list, or have laughed while I watched other friends of mine do it to some, 100% deserved it.
Okay. Now, I was always the guy to be like,
shout out to
man,
Charlie. What's up, buddy? I love you.
Always like, nah, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Put that down, man. That ain't
You
cool.
are always a protector.
Yeah, man, like that shit, that ain't cool.
Andrew in the comments says, Sharpie time. Yeah, that's right.
Plus, you don't know how people will react. Everybody's not going to, take that nicely. I've seen it. Everybody's not going to... You're not gonna be like, guys, shucks. Like, nah, bro. Nah, family.
This turns into like the cops show up for a domestic disturbance.
Woo, woo, woo. Well, it started as a sleepover. No, man, you can't do that with everybody. But you knew who you were doing it to.
Oh yeah.
So you understood.
And he knows.
So I get that.
He knows he deserved it.
Okay. Now I know what he did.
We always refer to him as the Stifler of our friend group. Stifler from American Pie.
Okay, I definitely know.
Like, we love him for who he is, but he is a jackass. And, deserves it when he is messed with because he does nothing but mess with people all the time.
Oh, okay, so reaping what he sows, pretty much.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it now.
You need to maintain that balance.
I get it. I'm with you there, man.
Yeah.
Draw away.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Oh, Kimberly's got a good one. She says, nair on just one eyebrow. So you wake up with only one eyebrow.
That is way worse than
that
drawing on someone's
That's
face.
some mean girl shit.
That's some mean girl.
Removing someone's eyebrow, that is intense.
Damn.
I can't imagine how long it
staying away
must
from you,
take to
Kimberly.
regrow that.
Oh, man. I like how Katie said excellent.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Clips played also at home last night against the Lakers. So it was like, they were hosting them with their brand new fancy stadium.
Yeah.
Did you see what some of the Clips fans in the wall had? So they had a big Anthony Davis, fat head, poster board head. And they also had what appeared to be made out of cardboard, a giant electric razor. And they were shaving the unibrow of 80s fathead in the stands while he was shooting free throws.
Wow.
I was like, that is some high level trolling.
Wow.
You got to respect that.
The effort, right? To go do that.
Yeah.
Shout out to the wall.
Yeah, shout out to the wall, man. We're all just another brick in the wall, man. That's how it goes. Pink Floyd, shout out.
Shout out to Pink Floyd. So we roll on a Bulls win. 12:30 a.m. Chicago Central Time.
First Bulls fan. I would write I love Billy Donovan on someone's face. That's cruel.
I mean, take your pick of all the Billy haters out there.
That's
Bulls
what I'm
Nation.
saying. Because he does not mean that in a nice way. It'd be funny if somebody said, I do. That is very true. Thanks, man. Yeah. Just let me know we never go on the sleepovers with some of y'all. That's terrible.
Oh, my God.
Oh, CHGO Bulls sleepover.
We're halfway there, man.
Give me about 15 more minutes and you might be onto something.
Briscoe also said someone should nair Billy's eyebrows for not playing modest enough.
About 0 seconds in the entire second
Before we
half.
get to Giddey, because I do want to give him his flowers tonight. Modest, 13 minutes tonight, all in the second half, or all in the first half, yes. He was only 1 of 6, 1 of 3 from downtown. He did grab 4 boards, finished with 5 points.
Minus 11.
Yeah, so it was not the same as last night where he was positively impacting the game.
I'm just giving the whole stat line.
And didn't get much tick or any tick in the second half. Tonight, it's okay, I get it, but I know they don't play the same position, but and maybe Billy is paranoid that the Bulls were going to cough up that 10, 12-point lead. The Clippers did kind of trim it down a little bit a couple of times. But having Talen Horton-Tucker on the floor for that many minutes, 23 minutes to Modest's 13. Yeah. And I'm not trying to make this about insulting THT.
Sure.
Respect to you. You're in the NBA. I, as a Bulls fan, do not really believe that he is a part of their long-term plans. Yes. For real. He just kind of found his way here and played well in some preseason games and earned his way onto the roster.
The 15th man versus the 11th overall pick. I mean, those are just
Thank you.
as assets for your
Putting
team.
it
Those
more
are
simply
just
than I can.
completely different
Playing
things.
one of those young guys' minutes is way more beneficial potentially to what you're doing in the back half of this season, next season, and beyond, one more so than the other. I don't get that. I really don't. And again, it's not an offense to THT. It's just like you're not their 11th overall pick. Is THT a part of their long-term plans? I don't necessarily think so. I also don't think that Billy's a particularly big fan of his. We've seen Billy have quick hooks on THT.
It's true.
Largely because of him doing hilarious THT things on defense and sometimes hilarious THT things on offense. I don't get it.
Well, you have Kobe and Io out. You have Torrey Craig and Javon Carter out. So I think they needed additional guard play. Obviously, you're working with Alonzo Ball. Minutes limit, he played 26. Giddey played 40 minutes. And as we know, Billy just trusts the guy that he trusts. And if there's one of those guys is out, Kobe and Io weren't there, that's 35 minutes a game. I don't think he's gonna spread the love and redistribute those minutes to a bunch of other guys. It's no, the next guy steps up and he plays in that same role. And I think that's what you saw tonight. But I agree. I mean, I think this is just a fundamental issue that I have with the direction of the team, right? And we talk about this every show, but it's I'm not mad at Billy for not playing Modest. I'm not mad at Modest for not being good enough or whatever. It's just why is it that the direction of this team puts you down a road where your 11th overall pick can't get more minutes? That, to me, that's not Billy's trying to do the thing that he knows how to do the best way he can, right? He's trying to win these games. And Modest, whether or not he is helping them win games more so than Patrick or whoever else would be playing at the 4, Billy doesn't trust him to do that yet. And that's a coach's prerogative to play that guy. But if front office is telling you this season is going to be about developing the young players, then that guy's going to get more minutes. That's the crux of it. And they came out and said at the very, start of media day, we are going to develop our young players, but not at the expense of winning games and the integrity of the game. And so that continues to be the more important thing. And so that's the root cause of the frustration with Modest not getting more minutes. But I completely agree. I mean, there's no reason why Modest can't get in the second half. I mean, on a game where you're missing 4 rotation players, he needs to play more. So they need to, as a team from top down, determine that playing Modest more minutes is an important part of the organization's goals this year. And it just hasn't been, quite frankly. That has not been important to them.
Yeah, we know Billy leans more to a veteran. So as what you said, the next man up, it's more so the next veteran up.
Yeah.
Kind of thing when it comes to
THT
Billy.
is 38 years old.
Yes,
so,
exactly. Good, fair. And we saw it with Javon Carter also. He hasn't really played all season long, but then when Billy was out of guards, come on in, man. So he's going to lean heavy on the veteran. It's who he is. We don't like it, but we accept it for what it is. That's what he's going to do. But, yeah, Modest, I mean, playing 12 minutes and Dalen Terry and Julian Phillips having more minutes than you, I don't like that.
Well, and what's even crazier, I just saw Just Joe in the comments saying if Billy doesn't play who his front office drafts for him, why does he stay? Billy's not the coach for a developing team. The second part of that is a big, scary question for maybe this summer. But, you just mentioned Dalen and Julian's minutes, 16 for Dalen, 14 for Julian.
Yeah.
Dalen was sixth man off the bench and then did
First
not
one
play
in.
a whole lot after his first stint there in the first half.
No.
They played those minutes in the teens, Modest 13, Talen 23. Did they draft Talen Horton-Tucker? No, he just kind of showed up one day and was like, here's some buckets.
Yeah.
They drafted Dalen. They drafted Julian. These theoretically are the ones that your front office hopes that Billy and his staff are playing for the sake of improving.
Yeah.
While not sacrificing the integrity of the game. But still. One of these things is not like the other. And the one who is not like the other, as far as the guys the front office brought here specifically on purpose through the draft, they are not getting minutes, and this rando is. So, I genuinely wonder how the front office looks at these minutes and who's getting them and who's not.
I think they're fine with it. If they weren't, they would say something. That's what I'm saying.
Because he is helping them win.
They can determine that if they wanted to. They're not doing that. I think what's happening is they're saying, make sure they get some minutes, right? Like we want those guys to have some NBA experience, but go out and win. And like, that's the problem. And that's on the front office.
And I guess, playing 16 minutes to 22 is not that big of a problem when we're also talking about their 4th overall pick, their highest draft pick on the jobs thus far. And the recent report from Cali that they're like, all right, who wants him?
Jalen had more rebounds than him. Julian Phillips had more rebounds than him. But also
Pat had 5. That's like a career high for him.
Yeah, probably had that in the first half.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to, because I know you didn't want to, we got a break, but I know you didn't want to make an indictment on THT. Yeah. Going out. I mean, the man had 18 points.
Yeah, he played well.
He played really well tonight. He did his thing. I don't want to take that from him.
6 of 15, but okay.
He played well.
We got to take our second break. Still more to come on the other side. Thanks, y'all, for hanging out with us late or early or whatever the F time it is where you are. We still got to figure out who the Goon tonight is. Throw your nominees in the comments. And throw us a super chat if you're feeling generous or out of it enough to give us some money right now.
Yeah, and throw a freaking like, man.
Throw a freaking like.
What the hell?
Throw some likes.
There's 160 of you here, and we only got 47 likes.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Come on,
and there's 181 comments. Get it together.
Hit the like button for each other for hanging out right now.
After you, man. I'm trying to save y'all from this. Just hit the like button if she won't go off.
We're gonna read some ads anyway. Might as well just hit that like button. It'll take you half a second.
Let's do it.
Ads. Tonight's post game, this morning's post game, also brought to you by Mando. Mando is some of the best deodorant out there right now, y'all. My goodness. For real. We are still in January. People are maybe still clinging to their New Year's resolutions. I don't know. Hope you are with yours if you made them. I know that something I am bringing with me from 24 into 25 is my amazing variety of products from Mando, the whole body deodorant. What makes Mando unique from other deodorants? It's a whole body deodorant. That means it's safe to use anywhere on your body. On your pits, on your balls, on your thigh folds, on your belly button, in your butt crack, even your feet.
Not the thigh folds.
Oh, yeah. Even your feet. Even will produce size feet.
Let's go.
Created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO is being misdiagnosed and mistreated. Mando allows you to choose from a variety of scents like bourbon leather, my personal favorite, Clover Woods, Mount Fuji, or Pro Sport. I think Pat probably uses that one. Pro Sport. Mando's clinically proven to control odor but better than a shower with soap alone. 12 hours after a shower, scientifically proven, guys. The average man's grundle odor level is a 5 out of 10. Just 12 hours after a shower. With Mando, the average grundle odor level is 0 out of 10. Mando starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like a mini body wash and deodorant wipes, plus free shipping. Shout out to those deodorant wipes. I use them on my camping trips all the time. Just throw a couple of those in my DOP kit. Awesome way to freshen up if you're doing a bunch of outdoor stuff. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive promo code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Just use promo code CHGO at shopmando.com. That's SHOPMANDO.com. Please support CHGO Bulls and tell them that we sent you there. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando.
And everything in betwixt.
And everything in betwixt.
In betwixt.
All up in them thigh folds.
The butt crack.
That's right. I like shout out to the callback to my ad read for go. Well done. Go call it back ad reads. Yo, man. I like I'm in his brain.
Give me
Just
the
this
light.
part. This.
For
For the best way to start 2025, outside of watching this wonderful show, head to Ray Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
Ray!
I have infected all their brains, and this is the best. Yes. And shop the Start Something new sales event to score some of New Year's best savings on new vehicles. Hurry in today to browse their huge inventory of new vehicles right now and get 0% financing on all 2024 Jeep models, or shop over 125 vehicles priced under $20,000. Let the amazing team at Ray CDJR help you during each step of your car shopping journey. With that raised price promise, the numbers you're hearing right now are the same prices you can expect when you shop in-store or online. That's because raised price promise means no price changing, no add-ons, and no hidden fees Since they prioritize affordability for their customers, hurry into Ray CDJR today and shop with the Chicago area's largest inventories. Then drive home with with more money in your hip pocket than you'd expect. That rhymed. So, if you're in the market for a new vehicle, you have to check out the team at Ray Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram because they are the only team that we recommend. Visit them today on Route 12 in Fox Lake. For more information, visit Ray CDJR in Fox Lake or raycdjr.com. They are serving the community since 1963. Oh, and also 0% available on the all-new 2024 Jeep models, 125 vehicles priced under $20K. Dang it! Save you some money. Ray, Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
Wasn't expecting that last second curveball.
Hey, man.
No, there was a split second there where I thought you were going Jamaican Dave too. I was like, this isn't a sunny side
No.
read.
Only Jamirish for the
Oh,
Sunday.
Jamirish.
Yes.
Jamirish. I'm
Only
so
Jamirish.
sorry.
Make sure we get it right.
Jamirish.
Shout out to
Boy.
Mark
Don't
who
get
threw
me
us
started
a
on
$8 super chat. Appreciate you,
I do
Mark.
not need to be doing that on the show.
That just tell me what we'll be doing.
I feel like this is the latest we've done a show since we were in Paris, and we were doing shows at like 2
Oh
a.m.
yeah, the
So,
Paris
like,
postgame show, which
yeah.
the Spurs are doing that like right now, aren't they?
Oh, for
Or
real?
yesterday?
Yeah. Oh,
I
okay.
saw that Wemby and the Spurs are doing Paris game again this year.
I know that's sold out.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Like that Bulls game was sold out, yeah.
That
I
was
mean,
a
like
crazy.
Wemby was at the Bulls Pistons
was.
Paris game, and the
was.
crowd went nuts for him.
Yeah, insane for that young man. And he deserved it.
You guys remember when I met Joakim that time?
I think about it every day.
Shout out to Kimberly, who also threw us a super chat for $10, saying you all deserve a super chat for the long day. Thank you for the energy. Thank you for tuning in, Kimberly. I think I saw a
Thank you,
comment
Kimberly.
from her earlier too, saying like it's fine, I'll crash tomorrow night. Look at all these people. AK throwing us a
our
super
friends
chat for
from
$19.99. Bulls foremost is a business
Takeover.
and needs a semblance of a mirage, and hope that will sell to season ticket holders. Billy needs to, from time to time, win a game. Hence, THG plays over draft picks. I mean, right, they're not winning home games, so
Do it somewhere.
But back up to above 500 on the road with that win tonight. 11 and
Such a
10.
Weird team.
Back up, man.
Let's go.
Back up. They own
Appreciate
it.
you, AK.
man.
Also, it's probably just because of the time of night/day.
Tremendous
Or
amount of
regular
Aussies.
evening for them, but a
Tremendous.
lot of Aussie and
Massive.
New Zealand fans representing Bulls Nation in the comments tonight. Gio, meanwhile, saying Josh Giddey for Goon of the Night, 18, 10, and 9. Gary Speed saying we didn't look like headless chocks tonight with Lonzo and
Say what
Giddey
now?
in control.
Yeah, I
that
need a
sounds like something an
definition.
Australian would
That
say.
sounds
Yeah.
like a colloquial insult
It does.
for,
Yes.
a certain,
I'll
portion
leave-
of the globe.
You gotta let us know what that is.
Googling chalk slang.
Shock.
Slang term that means full to the limit or crammed. Oh, well, no, that's just like chock full.
Yeah. Yeah, in Australia, like it must mean
What's
something
the
different.
Urban Dictionary for Australia?
Good day.
Good eye, Mike.
This is a post-midnight post-game show. We're just Googling slang terms
Googling slang
of
terms.
Bulls Nation from other
Chalk.
countries.
What was the term?
Chalk.
Chalkers and chock-a-block are Australian slang terms that mean something is extremely full or crowded. For example, a supermarket, a fridge, or bars as being described as chockers.
So it's
Okay,
like
like
chock
chock
full
full,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Same thing. So what is, obviously this has a different connotation when he says it.
What
So-
was the comment again?
The other one says they could be reserve soldiers. And I have a feeling that's not what this person was going for.
Okay.
Mark just said headless chooks, not chocks.
Oh, that clears it up.
Does it?
That's a joke, man. Oh, shoot.
I legitimately thought you were like, oh, well, that one I know.
Oh, headless chooks, not
Eric
chops.
Christian saying headless chook is a chicken
There we go.
with a head chopped off. Oh,
Shout out.
okay, yeah. So like
There
running
we
around
go.
like
There
chickens
you
with
go.
their heads cut
Good
off.
luck out. Good looking
Yeah.
out. He's,
Why
he,
is
Solved the
Cody?
puzzle together.
It's all coming together.
he chopped in a fool. Well
Cody,
done,
go to
sir.
sleep.
What?
Shout out
Our
to
guy
Cody.
Cody from
Shocks.
Cubs in the comments saying, fellas, this cold, just sleep at the office. No, I prefer my bed to any of the couches in this communal workspace.
Chopped in a fool. Yes.
My goodness. Okay, but yeah, so a lot of people giving Giddey some love in the comments, nominating him for Goon. He did, as one
A lot
of
of
those
people
commenters
also
pointed
teaching
out.
us Australian.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
18
Shout out
points,
to
10 boards, 9 dimes, just 1 assist shy of another triple-double.
Yeah.
I love that he only had 2 turnovers tonight.
Yes.
And, I mean, talk about efficient. 7 of 9 on his way to those 18 points after scoring 0. Goose egg in their loss to the Blazers last night. You know,
Well.
I thought that Giddey played within himself, and also, like, he played like a dude who knew he played like crap last night.
Yeah.
And, like, his motor was one of the higher ones that I was noticing throughout the entire game. When he was out there, whether it was doing work on the glass or trying to make things happen, his motor was up tonight.
Yeah, and he did it in 40 minutes. He was out there on the floor a lot. This is the second time I've seen him with Lonzo Ball in that starting lineup in another game where he plays well with Lonzo Ball. I think, you know what I say all the time, that great point guards and move thinking. And, you know, Lonzo Ball has some of that in him to where he just makes it simple for you to what you want to do. So he'll do the other little things, and you can go ahead and do all the others. Oh, you don't want to do the defense? You're not good at that? Okay, I got you. You know what I mean? Let me get these steals, because he had 3 of them tonight, Lonzo Ball did. He had 3 steals tonight. Didn't score a lot, just had 4 rebounds, 3 assists. But he understood the flow of the game. If you just watch Lonzo play, it's great watching him play because he understands what's going on the floor at all times. It frees up guys like Giddey to just do what they love to do, and that is Crash Bandicoot all day long, man. He wants to, you know, be chaotic and controlled within his chaos, but still just be a little reckless out there when he's playing. So, yeah, 18, 10, and 9 is great. And I love the rebounds to seal the game because he got the 2 key offensive rebounds to basically end that game. He got an offensive rebound on that end and he got the defensive rebound on the other end. So, yeah, he was every single place. He was everywhere. He's great, especially against guards that don't really play defense like that. Like James Harden and those guys aren't going to be like, oh, I got to check you on the other end. No, guys are going to be running free out there. And we saw Giddey do a lot of that. He was, you know, guarding guys at every kind of position because he was just moving around a lot and doing the game that he liked to do.
Yeah, I actually thought he was going to struggle in this game, not because of anything really like that's his problem, but just that the Clippers are such a good defensive team in terms of ball pressure. I think that's where he can struggle at times, just like when you have smaller guards really hounding you. And I thought what he did really well tonight was just get downhill and actually make plays, getting to the rim. Obviously had the floater working, but like you just saw him be aggressive. And even if he wasn't getting all the way there, then he'd pull it back out and get into some offense. So I think that's what he needs to do to be at his best. And the issue is that the last few weeks, and really like most of the season at this point, he has not really been like the point guard. They've been putting the ball in Ayo's hands. They've been putting the ball in Lonzo's hands, obviously. But you've got Zach out there. You've got Kobe. Like all those guys are kind of sharing point guard duties. And so when Giddey doesn't have the ball, that's where he struggles. That was part of the criticism of the trade, right? It's like, okay, you've got to put the ball in his hands because when he doesn't have it, he's got to be making shots or he's got to be defending, and he's not elite at either of those 2 things at this point. And so when he doesn't have the ball, that's in a game like last night where you see him just struggle a little bit. He's not making an impact scoring, and he also can't put his stamp on the game in terms of passing and shot creation. But today, with Kobe and Ayo out, he was running point. He had the ball in his hands, and that's where you see him fill up the stat sheet. And I think there are times when that can feel a little hollow. Tonight, that was not the case. Super effective, super productive, and really helped the Bulls win. And I think you mentioned a great point with the offensive rebounds. He had 3 of them. Without Ivica Zubac in there, the Clippers were really getting killed on the offensive glass, and that really helped the Bulls just get second chance points and really give them another weapon in a game where, you know, the ball pressure I did think was strong at times for the Clippers, but like when you're only scoring in transition, now you have some other ways to score.
And we talked about that in pregame, like this 5-game losing streak. One of the things that has defined it is the Bulls are getting crushed in second chance points. They beat the Clippers 17-10 in offensive rebounds tonight, which you rarely see. And they did not get entirely cooked in points in the paint, which we also talked about in pregame. I think somebody mentioned that in the comments. 50-44, the Clippers still had the edge. But, you know, Bulls limited the turnovers, kept it respectable in points in the paint, and did not allow the Clippers to go bananas on second chance points. So we're able to come out in a game when neither team shot particularly well. I saw another super chat that came in, Katie, is from our guy Coach James, maybe asking about Pat. Oh, Coach James saying, "Hey, Goat," with a $10 super chat. Does anyone know?
That is me.
Does anyone
Reminding me.
you've met on the beat know whether P. Will has any incentives, provisions in his 5-year contract? Surely there's something. ... Surely the man needs motivation. Clearly, I saw that a second ago, and I just pulled up Pat's spot rack. And oftentimes you will see if there are certain provisions, thresholds, bullet point notes of if this, then that in people's contracts, NBA contracts on spot rack. I'm not seeing anything other than just that he has a player option in year 5.
I don't see anything in there either. I know some players have like incentives. Usually that comes out at the time of the signing. Like he'll make X amount of dollars, plus he could get more with incentives. Like Kobe had that in his, and I don't think the exact specifics are listed on Spot Track, but you oftentimes can just look that up there and it'll tell you. But yeah, Patrick's got the 5-year with the player option at the end, flat $18 million. So he's getting all of it, unless he decides to opt out.
Yeah, he not going to do that. Is that time, man?
Yeah, let's do it.
One more super
One more
chat.
super chat.
This one just came in from Shay came in. So nice to watch you guys live, regular listener and Matt Peck acolyte, but always listen on delay. Note to brass, I want to see the Wills together more. Their interactions are my favorite.
Ours too.
All right.
I mean,
Noted.
2 goats.
2 goats, man.
Yeah, Uncle Will enjoying
Gottlieb.
hopefully some warmth and sunshine out in the American Southwest right now.
Yeah, man.
On the golf course.
Yeah, he's chilling.
We're all here freezing our nuts off in Studio B.
Shout out to Mando. Do we get another super chat here from AK?
Oh, man.
I feel like you guys forget that I'm here sometimes.
That is a fair observation, and I apologize.
Or we think you're a part of it.
That's just a term. I'm freezing my chooks off here, Katie. I'm freezing my chooks off.
That's it. Chookless.
Do you prefer this term?
Chookless is pretty good. I think we should stick with that.
AK with a 999 super chat. AK, you're our hero. Saying, "What's the deal? What's the deal?
What's the deal?"
With Pete Will ball handling, gravity, and feet all moving in different directions. Think Pete Will ball handling is on scouting report?
Scouting report.
Scouting report?
No, fam. No, brother.
Honestly,
You
yeah.
gave it the scouting report.
The way the scouting reports look in the NBA is like usually a player gets like 2 or 3 sheets of paper that are stapled together.
Okay.
And they'll have like the players that they're going to be matched up against.
Okay.
Like first option, second option, third option, and then like the players that player will be guarding. And it's like 3 bullet points, 5 bullet points of like things that they like to do. What are you trying to take away? What are their averages? What do they like? Like, do they like to go left? Do they pull up left and drive right? That kind of thing. And yeah, I don't think like, I hope this doesn't sound like mean, but like I just don't think Patrick is very high on the scouting report for these guys.
No,
because
yeah.
It's not
if-
mean. It's
If
the
there
truth.
is a Patrick Williams when he has the ball element to an opponent's scouting report,
Yeah.
it probably says like take a nap. Like
Now, that's me.
like grab yourself a breather, yo.
But my point is that like I just don't think there's like stuff that they're like really worried about with him, and that's
Yeah.
part of the problem that we're talking about. Like he's not really putting pressure on teams
Yeah.
in any way, and that
Consistent pressure.
Yeah.
We'll see it in spurts. You'll see him make a move or two, and then you don't see it the rest of the game. And so we don't see him the rest of the game, man. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a problem that has been consistent in the fact that it's been a problem this season, for sure.
Paul Montebuzelli in the comments saying P. Will scouting report is a sticky note. What does the sticky note say though? That's the key.
Chicken parm.
Only eat 1 chicken parm sandwich before the game, Pat. Kimberly saying maybe P. Will be like Butler, trying to negotiate an extension before his player option year. I mean, wow, Kimberly, you.
What?
I'm a Bulls fan who thinks a little like far down the road,
Nah.
more as much, if not more than the present day, because I'm already tortured about the Bulls' future that will likely be. But thinking about Pat working on an extension from this contract that he is in year 1 of right now is wild, wild work.
Yeah.
I respect it. But
I mean that's
good
basically
Lord.
like what the Bulls have been, what that report was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sad. But it's okay.
Kimberly referencing the Jimmy Butler wine fest from a week or so ago now, saying he just doesn't have any joy anymore.
The wine fest. Well done.
Man.
I like
Can
that.
you get your joy back?
Did you guys see that there was a little bit of
joy.
windhorsting going on earlier today about Jimmy?
Why is that?
I can't remember what platform he was on or talking to or with, but he was like, sorry, I got to go. Somebody else is calling me about this Jimmy thing. And it sounds like there might be some traction right now in a Jimmy trade with like 3 or maybe even potentially 4 teams.
That was a humble brag.
Because
Or subtle brag, I should say.
I mean,
For who?
For
Wendy?
that trade
Yes.
to
Oh,
go
yeah.
down, it really, I think, will have to be a 4-team trade.
it had like any
At
of the
least,
teams
maybe 5, honestly.
that want him. Yeah, I don't know how they are making that a 2-team trade.
Because it's going to, there's like, with the new rules, it's so hard to move that much money. And so all the teams that have the guys that are trying to move around, they're all going to have to like work together here to make something happen. So it's like, obviously the Suns with Beal, you've got Middleton with the Bucks, and they can't aggregate salaries because they're over the second apron. So now they got to include Bobby Portis to get under. And it's just all of these gymnastics that you've got to jump through to figure out how to make these trades. But yeah, I mean, Jimmy, Zach, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, I think you could throw in this category right now, the way they're playing right now in Minnesota. Beal, obviously. I think something, I don't know, I would like to see something happen because it would be exciting, but I do think that it will involve a lot of those players that are all just kind of like, people want to move on from them but can't, and you just have to find the people that you can work with to make it all work.
Seems like a lot. It seems like you would just be like your
Yeah,
Christmas
it's
if that happened.
That's kind of the kind of
trade.
stuff that I find really fun and exciting about how these kind of deals gets done. And I think it's kind of like a meme right now to be like, trades are difficult, that's why we're not seeing any, but like they really are, especially for these second apron teams.
They're tough, man. You know what's not difficult?
What?
Katie, I need you to take your hand, put it over your shoulder, and bring it across somebody's face. Slap him in the face, Katie. Hit him hard. Yeah. Pow.
Beat the man! You gotta beat the man! Now! I'm the man.
It's loud. Oh my God. Yes! Empire Today presents Goon of the Night right there. Here you go, man. Hold on to that for me, please.
Sure, we'll do.
Yes. 588-2300. Katie!
I'm being so dead ass. Like, that was the worst thing you could have done to me right now. Empire Today.
It's like, it's too
Why on earth? I have no props here with me. That was so
Maybe
rude.
you thought that just because everything is crazy and it's middle
You're
of the night,
tired,
like,
you're
like
sleepy,
this is the
maybe
night that
you
maybe
just-
you would just like do it because like
No.
whatever.
I just felt
No.
her image and I just said her name. Like, well, at least she'll say 2 words. And yes, Empire Today.
She was so dead ass.
Goon of the Night. There go that belt. Look at it.
So shiny.
So shiny. Oh. Katie, we'll start with you. Who is your Goon of the Night?
Well, there's a lot of people that have nominated all of us for Goon of the Night, which I think is very sweet. And
much love.
I would not be upset
I
if that
needed
happened.
Thank you.
We did need that. Somebody nominated me too. Shout out to whoever that was. I can't find. Oh, there it is. Johnny, thank you.
Hey, shout out Johnny Pigeon.
Yes, it is difficult putting up with them. But my pick for
Come
Goon
on.
of the Night is
Come on.
Jeremiah Rhodes, who bet like $600 on the Bulls to win tonight. Like, that
Shout out to
is
Jeremiah.
ultimate goon behavior. I don't think I need to explain myself. Mic drop.
I hope you are financially comfortable, Jeremiah. If you are putting $600 on a
Actually,
Bulls dub out west.
I hope you're not, because that makes it even
Yeah,
better.
well, maybe the victory is even that sweeter if you needed it.
Seriously.
Like,
I mean, the crap talking feels a little
that.
bit nicer, you know?
okay, I win this bet, or I'm doing some shady things in an alley tomorrow for breakfast.
Oh,
What?
not sunny side up. Man. Oh, man, not an omelet. Oh, my goodness.
Trying to get an egg, bacon, cheese.
That's all I need. Oh, my gosh. All right, I'm going to go to Will. I'm going to go through the Go Gottlieb and Stein like to call
Yeah, as I said earlier, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
I mean, okay, Bulls 5-game losing streak, Clippers 4-game winning streak. Like, you got some balls, my friend. That was a strong bet, and you won. You came out on top. Respect. Goon of the Night behavior.
Man, Peck, Goon of the Night.
My nomination goes to our very own Perfectly Coiffed, Will the Go Gottlieb.
Explain.
Because, well, just, I mean, after a 5-game homestand, it's really been nice to have him back home in the studio with us last night and tonight.
Great to be here.
We missed you, buddy. And tonight was just one of those nights when Goat's commentary, as we all watched this game together, you could just tell, like,
There we go.
Goat has these spikes.
There we
every
go.
once in a while.
Yes.
Or Dave, you kind of coast, and I'm just spiking all the time.
Sure.
And Goat just has these certain games where he is just like not with it. Not meaning like not with it, like mentally a step behind. I mean, like he is not with what's happening right now. And every comment out of his mouth tonight was so my speed. And I respected it, and I always enjoy when Goat is in a salty Goat mood.
You know,
I really love it.
I appreciate that because when you started, it was like, oh, wait, what are we doing? That's not Goon of the Night behavior. And then when you said, I'm like, now we're getting into it. That's Goon of the Night stuff right there. Yes. Well done, Matthew Peck. Oh,
Thank you.
well,
I appreciate that a lot.
and he's 100% correct. 100% correct. Well, Goon of the Night. Here it is. You see the belt. It's amazing. Goon of the Night goes to, it's a tie.
Ooh, we got a tie.
We have a tie.
A Tygoon.
Tygoon. My God, they are rare, like double rainbows. First, it goes to Zach LaVine
Yeah.
because it wasn't the 30 that you put up. We've seen you do that before.
I synced it.
It was the crap talking that you were doing the entire time you were getting that 30. To Norman Powell, he was giving it to him. Pow, pow. To DJJ, he was handing it to him. His boy on the sideline, man, talking the entire time, yelling at the crowd. Expletives were flying, and Zach was enjoying himself being that kind of villainous guy. And that was just awesome to see, and it just really did something right here in the old ticker, sir. Well done. I enjoyed that. That was good stuff. Second Goon of the Night definitely goes to Jeremiah. Yes, sir.
The correct answer.
I mean, come on, dog. 600, my man, dog. We just happy for you, dog. I'm happy for you. You bet on yourself is what you did. You didn't listen to anybody else. You bet on yourself, and you came out on top. We are very proud of you, sir. Spend that money wisely and get some sleep tonight, because I know you must have been stressed.
Is this the first ever win by a non-CHGO member, non-basketball player?
No.
No.
Not at all.
I mean,
Other
I know
fa-
like
other-
our guy Ben Dean was
Ben Dean
a
definitely-
winner.
that's true.
Some of our
That's
other
right.
visitors
Joey's
to the studio.
parents,
I got
Joey's
excited.
parents were
But they're
George and
tangentially
Lisa.
related.
George and Lisa, dog.
They're related.
Okay.
They're of the program. They're of the program.
No, definitely has been handed out
Shout
to
out Ben
others.
Dean.
It's like Will White getting the award.
Yeah, it would be like that.
Shout out
I
Will
hear you.
White.
Shout out to him, man.
Related.
But yes, definitely others have gotten it. Easy's gotten it for
Yep,
sure. He's
shout out to
gotten
our boy
it.
Easy.
True.
Oh man, I'm trying to my man Clem.
Clem.
Yes, Clem got it as well. Victoire des Bulls. He got it as well. So yeah, there have definitely been others that I've gotten it. I've awarded it to myself because I deserved it. Man, I deserved it that day. I was so right. But yeah, it's awesome.
I was so right.
It was the best, man. I love giving it out. I'm glad y'all enjoy when I'm handing it out to people, man. So this is Goon of the Night.
Shout out to
Wait, so are
Jeremiah.
we
Shout
are we
out
just
Empire.
ending in a tie? Is that what we're doing?
I said that. I'm saying it was a tie.
It's a half a dub.
I said it was a
There
tie.
have been some other ties
Yes.
in CHGO Goon of the Night
Absolutely, there have been.
Okay.
history.
I'm gonna have to-
Maybe that's the first one this season.
First
Maybe
one
that's
this
the
season.
one
Yes.
since you've come on board.
First one
one.
this season.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to log that.
Yeah,
in our
go
spreadsheet.
Just half a win. That's all.
We'll have our guy Joey dig up the archives.
Yeah.
Figure out how many half winners have existed in the CHGO Goon of the
Definitely
Night.
Andre Drummond. He's definitely
Oh.
had half wins before. dog.
Did he and Torrey Craig split it or what?
Yes, yes. No, exactly right.
Somebody
Yeah.
in the comments was just bringing that up a second ago.
Yes.
AKA said, "Man, I miss Drummond and Craig trying to dunk together as
Yeah.
Shaq in a full moment."
Like, yeah, sometimes it's a tie. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's how it happens, man.
Speaking
Sometimes it's a three-way tie.
Of AK, he threw us yet one last super chat before we got to Goon saying, "What do you guys think of Julian Phillips' ceiling?" I don't know. It's 1:07 a.m. and let's answer that question maybe tomorrow. His ceiling is somewhere between like perennial All-NBA player and gonna be working on a dump truck tomorrow.
It's a wide range.
It's a wide range.
And I don't know much closer than that. I know I'm being sarcastic right now, but got to see him play more to know more.
Yeah, it's true. Go ahead, Katie.
There was one more thing I wanted to tell you guys before we got out of here. Before we start a show, at least a post-game show, I usually give the guys my ideas for thumbnail titles. And I put a poll up today in the comments.
Yeah.
And my original idea, loose clips, sunk ships, won over what we actually went with, which was hole in the wall.
Wow. So, trust your gut.
And who told you to go with that one?
Dave did. So listen to Dave, and that's it.
Listen to Dave, a.k.a. listen to yourself.
That's it.
I liked
That's
my
the biggest
options
one.
better. We don't need to rehash those, but I thought
We will get out of here right on time tonight because, it's 1:08 a.m. Central Time. Thank you, everybody, so much for hanging out with us tonight, especially if you were local and this was a late one, or even East Coast people and an even later one. That's crazy. Or those of you who are in the middle of your workday somewhere else right now. Just a reminder, you can always follow the Gophers Bulls reporting, Will_Gottlieb. Read his stuff, allchgo.com. Become a diehard to read all of it and the very best of it there. Just $4 a month to become a diehard. Do it. Big day, bow. BNWL Sports. Shout out to the one and only Queen of the Controls, Katie Duffy, working hard late with us. Bulls_Peck. We are CHGO_Bulls. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. Thank you, everybody, for the regular chats.
More likes.
And we're going to go get some sleep because we are right back here tomorrow. Bulls are off. We will have a live 5:30 Central Time pod for you tomorrow afternoon or today afternoon because that's what we do.
We're sickos.
We are sickos. We are diehards.
Yes.
We appreciate all of you out there, Bulls Nation, who are the same. Have a great night. Stay warm. See you. It'll be good.
Peace, y'all.
We all silly like the mayor.